This is number 3 on Math 6A, Chapter 2, Test. So here we go. Add or subtract as indicated, no calculator. So I made you guys do this without calculators first. And once you showed me that you were done with A and B, I gave you guys calculators back, or calculators able to, I offered you calculators so you can use calculators for the rest of the problems on this test. Let's take a look. Whenever we have to add decimals, you have to line them up because the values need to add up together. So the tens need to add up with tens, the ones need to add up with ones, the hundreds need to add up with hundreds, and the tenths needs to be added up to tenths. So I'm going to go ahead and line those up so it makes sense. 1,000, it looks like there's only one 1,039.9, or 1,039 and 9/10. So I'm going to add that to 93 and 7/100, which means we have to line up the decimal according to what it shows. So 93 needs to be lined up under the tens and the ones, and which allows the decimal to line up, and the 0 for the tenths, and then 7 for the hundredths. So right there, I'm emphasizing the THS, but normally no one would ever say thus at the end. Okay, so I put a 0 in place of the hundreds next to the 9/10 because there is a hundreds for the second value right here. So I wanted to make sure that we can see that they're lined up and there's no value for the hundreds for the first number. So I'm going to go ahead and add this up. 0 plus 7 is 7, 9 plus 0 is 9, and then 9 plus 3 is 12, and 9 plus 1 gives you 10, plus 3 is 13. Carry the 1 again, and bring down the 100, and bring down the thousands. This should have been your sum once you have added correctly. 1,132 and 97 hundredths. I'm going to go ahead and use the same video to do B. You needed to subtract. Oh, by the way, there were a couple people who completely missed these signs and subtracted here and added here. I hope you guys saw the sign correctly. Make sure that you check the signs when you're double checking all your work. I'm going to go ahead and write down the first value, 67.234 thousandths. Let me read that correctly. 67 and 234 thousandths. We're going to subtract 23 and 500ths from it. And again, 23 should line up with the tens and the ones. So I'm going to put 23, just like so. Decimal lines up naturally once we line up the places. 0 for the tenths and the 5 for the hundredth. Since there's no thousands for the second number, I'm going to go ahead and put a 0 right there. Okay. Now I'm going to subtract, not add, subtract. 4 minus 0 is 4. 3 minus 5 can't happen, so borrow from the 2 tenths and make them into 1300ths. 1300ths minus 500ths would give me 8. 1/10 minus 0/10 is 1/10. 7 ones minus 3 ones is 4, and 6/10 minus 2/10 is 40. So 4/10. So it should have been 44 and 184 thousandths. Please be sure to ask me questions if you have any questions. Don't let the video stop you from actually asking me questions. It's totally okay. Okay, and make sure you put the one thing you learned from the video right here. Okay, I'd like you to put something that you may have missed or you didn't know before that I needed you to indicate what you learned from this video. Okay, thank you.